Is it starting? Okay, yes it is. That I do need to. I need to make sure that OBS is like high priority.
And I got no notification.
Notification as well.
Okay.
Probably not going to be paying attention much because I'm doing some digital art. It's been what since I
am
did.
playing Phoenix Wright.
You're playing my main.
Right. OBS
No.
has been set to real time, and I can get this. Okay, let me just share this around real quick, and then I'll start everything.
Okay.
My videos. There we go. And I definitely need to change my thumbnail. Eventually, but for now, I'll just live with it.
Clickbait.
I mean, what are we doing?
I don't know.
This is not.
I was not supposed to go on Messenger. I actually don't remember where I was supposed to go after Twitter. Tweetdale. I'm sorry. I am sorry, all of my French.
The baguette.
No one can hide from my baguettes.
I am slowly dying inside.
In what way?
God damn it.
Okay, it was okay. Okay, well, I remembered if I didn't have. Oh wait, yeah, Discord.
My long, sturdy baguette.
Holy fuck, this drawing I'm
My
making.
long, steady baguettes.
Holy fuck, this art I'm making so emo. Oh,
I feel that 100%.
oh, so emo.
Again, I feel that 100%.
No one's more.
Something different.
No one's more emo than I am.
Okay. Anyway,
Nah.
everything seems fine. I shared it everywhere. Well, for me, I shared it everywhere. I don't know about Shiki and Jay, but anyway.
Oh, I didn't share it. Hold on. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna share it.
Okay. It was okay. It was okay. And while
Emo is Elmo. Okay.
While y'all do that, I'll get this started. So
I guess I'll just look at the chat. Probably.
Same here.
I don't think because I'm doing some. Okay.
No, look at it. I'll be here.
Alright, you do that then.
Okay, so anyway, hi everyone. I know I said that I would start something on Christmas Eve, but you know, I'm fucking busy.
Sad boy hours.
I mean, then again, it's to be expected because you know it's Christmas Eve, spend time with family. Which, by the way, Merry very late Christmas. But
Krampus.
I mean, I want him. But it was anyway. So as like I said, Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope y'all had a very happy Christmas, a very good Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler. Help.
Merry state of crisis.
Existential crisis.
Let the Lord have his birthday while we're having a midlife crisis.
Yes.
It's.
You know what I mean. Okay.
But it's not. Christmas is over.
I don't give the slightest fuck.
I like Christmas. I only like Christmas when it's spooky.
I don't give the slightest of fucks.
Did you just...
Yes, I did.
Okay, Helium. helium tea.
Oh, meow.
Oh no.
Oh, meow.
Helium. Okay. Anyway, for real though.
And MLG, everything is going on. I know, I question it too.
Literally everything. Again, if you put the three of us in a call, shit can either go wild, or we're gonna have a family feud.
Go stupid. Go stupid. Ah.
Anyway. Okay. Anyway, so actually, I probably should get rid of this. Can I please click? Wait, is that it? Okay, never mind. Okay, can I please click on the right video before I move on?
Can I please get a waffle?
That's cancel. Okay, there we go.
I thought you said that's cancer.
No.
Stream gets taken down.
Exactly. Or Kappa will be after my ass. I mean, to be honest, they already are.
What ass?
Fill in the blank. Pie in the void.
Listen,
How about
I
that?
may have thick thighs, but I will embrace the small ass that I have.
Okay.
I can't deny that. You do have thick thighs.
And and it was okay. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So as I said before, real quick. Hi everyone. Anyway.
And hi, Rockstar87.
So anyway, so as I said earlier, on Christmas. Wait, it was neither. Okay, never mind. It was the day before Christmas Eve. So the day before Christmas Eve, if y'all remember, I made a post that was basically saying like I had something in mind for today or Christmas Eve, and I wanted to do it now, mainly because mainly because I was excited to get whatever I wanted to get out, done, but it wasn't complete. And to me, I was thinking that hopefully I can just spend the rest of tonight, and then some. It was in the maybe like sometime in the was it on Christmas Eve morning, to work on it. My lazy ass and my procrastinating ass did not finish it until like literally 2 hours ago.
I'm already dead.
So so there's that, and I'm doing perfectly fine. I heart. I'm fine. I'm tired as fuck, but I'm fine.
Cold, but I don't care.
Which I feel that.
I don't want hypothermia.
I feel
In
that.
what way?
Damn it.
Was it okay? It was okay. And it was okay. Anyway, so with all so with the post and everything, as I said, I thought it was gonna take me, like maybe like half a day or something to finish everything. I said, and like I said, I thought that was how long it was gonna take, and I didn't finish it until like 2 hours later. Not 2 hours later, 2 hours ago. So, yep, here we are, 2 days later, and it was the end. It was the end. This is technically my Christmas present to everyone. I wanted to I wanted to do something different, and I didn't get the chance to do it, and I'm honestly not gonna be like those the kinds of people that would be like, hey, guess what? Let me just record a video of me showing you what exactly I got for Christmas and all. Then like, hell no, I'm not that person. No shade thrown at the people who do that. I'm just saying that's not.
Isn't that called flexing?
And that. So was it so anyway so basically this is my Was okay.
I
So
want frostbite to take my toes.
oof.
Who licked your toes?
Moving on.
I'm just reading the chat.
Was okay. Anyway, so
Okay.
here's okay. So anyway, if y'all okay, you know, I had this planned in my head for a while, and I thought I was going to be able to say it, but no, thanks, brain. So was it? But anyway, so here's the thing. If many of you, I know. Excuse me. Excuse me. Again. I know MLG. MLG. I'm fucking exhausted. I am sorry. It was no problem,
You
Marsh.
literally sucked air dick when you're trying to say his name.
Again, I am exhausted.
Then get some coffee, get some tea, get something.
The coffee isn't ready yet. I
Me
don't
after
have
drinking
any more
strong
K
coffee.
cups, and if I even try to make coffee, my dad's gonna be like, "Why are you drinking coffee this? Was it this late? Actually, did you already have like your 2 cups or anything?" It's like, first of all, bitch, I am tired as hell. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm getting this much sleep. It's literally the fact that I'm slowly dying. Like I feel myself just leaving the plane of existence, and I need something to keep me. And coke ain't gonna do shit. Not the drugs,
I thought
kids.
you said something else.
You thought I said
Sleep
coffee, didn't
paralysis
you?
thinks I've chosen death. Fine.
I love how Jeremy literally.
Even if I try to rest, I literally can't because I have cats waking me. And moving on. Okay, it was okay. So okay. So anyway, it's probably deleted. But it was a bit Automino when I still had it. Um, okay. I remember I made a post a couple of posts talking about was it like and it was it like all my characters and stuff like that. And at some point during the was it not during okay and at some point I think this was like when was this? Where's the stream? I know I did it. I know for a fact I did it. Where is the stream? Like, well, not stream. Where's the video? It has to be here. Where the hell is it? The video is here. I know I made it.
Also, I hate those for a goddamn reason. For stubbing them on everything. Also,
I stubbed my
honestly, yeah. I always stub my toe on my.
Because of a certain someone tried to pop in the call and scare me.
God
Who are
damn
you
it.
talking about?
It's obviously
You know
me.
who. Yes, it is.
Oh.
I was gonna say, yeah, I always stub my toe on my freaking bed.
Mm,
Yeah, I do that too. So, like.
perfect. Okay, so I can't seem to find it, even though I know I made it.
You made it.
Seriously, I know I made it. I spent hours trying to make the script. Hey, I am the blindest bitch in this entire world. Not really. I just found it.
Kenshi says, hold my sword.
Mm, was okay. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So anyway. So okay. So if y'all remember, like 9 months ago, I made a video that was it. Okay. Yeah. I made a video that it was called "The Moment Everyone Has Been Waiting For." Hopefully, and like it's unlisted now, but but regardless, for those who have seen it, like hopefully you remember what I'm talking about. But that video was basically the entire profile of one of my characters called Anonymous. Well, anyway, so here's the thing. I have no I okay, here's the thing. since I'm on break for the next month, I'm going I finally have the time to dedicate myself to working on all these profiles that I have yet to finish, or or in this case, the ones that or what was or well not in this case, or at the very least try to stop myself from making any more. And I even tried, and trust me, it didn't work because it was because of this. So okay, okay, just a little history. And by the way, yes, this is the Christmas present. My Christmas present to everyone is I will finally tell everyone after thinking about it for a while, I'm finally going to tell everyone all of the characters as of right now for a upcoming project. I don't know when it's going to be finished. If anything, like with the way that my schedule is and considering YouTube is literally going down the drain, it probably will take like a few years, to be honest. But either way, so this is the video that I've been wanting to make for the most part. And what was it? And anyway, so a little history. At first, I only had one character. I'm not gonna say the names yet, but I'm not gonna say. I'm not going to say the names yet because I want to get straight into the very small tidbits,
The school presentation.
basically, because
What?
there's a lot. Here's me. Okay, so here's the thing. I had one, and then I had 6. Yeah, I had 6, and then I had 7, and then right after the 8th one, I wanted to stop myself before I continued to make more because I've known. Usually, because I've known my mind for the longest. If I start something, I'm going to literally devote a whole bunch of my time to making more. And that's what happened. I went from 8 to 13, then from 13 to 19, then 19 to 22, and I'm like, I have to stop right here. I literally have to stop because if I continue, I'm literally not going to be able to stop. What happens today, as of right now, and I am forcing myself to stop. As of right now, there's 40. And yes, you heard me. I went from 6 to 40 characters in less than 2 years. And to be honest, there's probably gonna be some people that are gonna say, well, there are some people that have made like over 100 characters in less than a year. So like, what's your what makes you so special about it? It's like I'm honestly really I'm not really thinking I'm special in the fact that I made 34 characters in less than 2 years. I just can't believe that I made this many when it was only supposed to be 6. But anyway, so here is the thing. Okay, at least half of them, from what I remember, half of them are original characters, even though granted they all are original characters, but you'll see why. Okay, half, if not most of them, are original characters. The others are either from other universes or they're from licensed universes. and I have refrained myself from trying to make characters related to a licensed universe for the sole fact that I just don't know how it's gonna end. How it's gonna end up.
Cliche.
And that. I honestly just heard what you said, Jay. That was me. And not make them cliche, like some people. So okay,
Uh,
it was it. Okay, okay. Anyway, so this is what I'm gonna do because this is a lot of information. Like okay, yeah, because this is a lot of information to take in, and since I wrote all of this in one document, the profiles are separate. But I took was it? But what I did was that I took basically MLG basically. But it was it. But was it? But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to read from. It's in alphabetical order. What? I thought I heard something. Okay, it was okay. So I'm gonna be reading. Okay, I'm gonna be reading the characters from alphabetical order from 1 to 40. I mean, it's already in that order, but anyway, I'm gonna read that, and I'm only going to read that because after that is trivia or just facts about each individual character that is not in their profiles. Because trust me, if you give me that freedom, we're going to be here for a long ass time. And also if you're curious, what I will do is I will tell you the universes, but I'm not going to read them because just like with everything after the short summaries, I won't shut up because they're also pretty fucking long. And but anyway, so okay, anyway, so here's the thing. I'm gonna start now. I don't need to be timed. I'm looking at you, Shiki. I'm not gonna time myself. But again, just remember, it's a lot of info. Excuse me. Okay. Anyway, so hold on. What the hell did? I'm so done. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Anyway, y'all ready?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So here we go. Alter. Already, I'm fucking up. Okay. Okay. So alternate universes. This section of the document explains a summary of all the different universes, but not to the full extent as I did with all the characters. We're not reading the summary, so that's not really going to matter, but anyway, maybe, I don't know. However, because most of these AUs are from licensed movies, games, and TV shows, the explanation will be short, and it stops there, but yeah, it stops there, and I was gonna write more, but apparently I didn't. I don't know. But like I said, the summaries we're not reading. I'm just going to name the different universes. So it was okay. So anyway, it was okay. Anyway, so here okay. So here are the different universes. there's the Marvel universe, the DC universe, the Overwatch universe, the Dead by Daylight universe, the Dying Light universe, the Off universe, the Five Nights at Freddy's universe, and okay. I did this before, and I can't believe I'm doing this again. So okay, so I will let y'all know if this is if the universe is an original universe, and when I get to the characters, I'll let you know which ones are licensed and which movie, game, or TV show they belong to. I'll do that. And speaking of which, then was the next universe we're getting into, which is an original one, is Shattered Timeline. The next one, which is also original, is Spider's Web. Well, Spider's Webs. What's after that? I think. Okay, I'm definitely gonna change the name of this because this is bad. Personally, this is bad. It's mouthy, if that's even a word. It's just it's too much. What is it? Anyway, so the next one, which is Project, was this? Okay, for now, this is what the name is. Even though I'm gonna abbreviate it, but just know it's gonna change in the future. Project COTHH or Koth is an original universe. Is an original universe, and then after that, it's Mortal Kombat. And yes, this next one is legitimate. Dream Daddy. The next the next one that is original. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so okay, and then I have to look at something. Okay, anyway, so after Dream Daddy is an original universe called Stars of the Show, and then after that is Cry of Fear, and then supposedly the last one is Stranger Things. Netflix, please don't sue me. All right. Now with all of the universes out of the way, we can get into the general facts about the characters. So, okay, so anyway, one. Although I made these characters in current time, this world is actually in a parallel universe where everything is the same, but the outcome of some important events have changed. For instance, instead of Trump being president in the parallel universe, it's actually a veteran who served in a military group called the Resistance for a very long time. Nice, but the major question is, will the plot deal with dimension hopping events? Hell no. Hell no. There is no dimension hopping in this. Every universe is going to have their own plot to them. Will most of the characters still be in those universes? Yes. It depends. But will there be dimension hopping? Dimension hopping. Dimension hopping? Hell no.
And then Doctor Strange.
Exactly. Was it? Okay. I'm not gonna read number 2 because it's not even related to the lore. Was it to the lore and shit? So we'll move on to number 3. Considering that there are now 40 characters, and I can finally talk about more important things, let's just mention the hype part real quick because I know it's going to confuse some people.
Destroy my pride. I'm kidding.
And mine. Remember, honey, we're all short. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So, starting off with the first one. David is the tallest one out of every single character I have. Okay. 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 Let me explain this one real quick. There is one character, or a bond of one, was it two characters? Hold on. Okay. Anyway, there is a bondage of two characters that is actually taller than David. However, I am only like however, I don't consider him as the tallest character because it isn't natural. I consider David as the tallest character because his height is natural. And hi Kayla, thank you. I hope you had a nice Christmas too. Okay, so anyway, so back to the point. David is the tallest character out of everyone, and is the tallest male, standing at a natural 6'9". And the tallest woman used to. Okay, before I continue, I am very sorry for all my international people. If I mispronounce a name or a word wrong, please forgive me. I did research. I just didn't research the pronunciation. Anyway, moving on. In that case, the tallest woman used to be Zhang Li at 6'2", but now that's changed to Alvahala, standing at a natural 6'8" and 3/4 inches. Yeah. And then the shortest one out of all of them is Solomon, standing at 11.5 inches, simply because Solomon is a kitten. And then was it okay? Okay, now I can get into the good shit. Okay, some of the new characters are from licensed AUs. I did not want to make one, like I said, for reasons earlier, but then I thought, then this is just going to be bland in a way. Like again, for me, it felt like it was going to be bland. So was it? So then I thought, you know what? Fuck it, I'll just do it with some, but not all, and that's what I did. However, hi, was it anyway? So okay, I'm on the General Facts 3. It was a 3D.
What?
I'm in the general portion of this document, and I'm on
Okay.
point 3D. Hi, Bencho. Okay, was it anyway? Okay, okay. So like I said, some of the new characters are from licensed AUs. That does not mean that they are entirely the company's characters. It's still my own. It just happens to live in that same realm that is licensed. For instance, I'm just gonna say another character because I literally cannot pronounce this one's right, and I'm afraid I'm gonna say it wrong. Actually, never mind. I keep on forgetting there was a last name. I'm fine. Okay, so anyway, for instance, Sai is from the Mortal Kombat universe, Isaac is from the Dream Daddy universe, and Catherine is from the Cry of Fear universe. They all have it, and don't worry, they all will have a tagline. That was it. That was okay. They will all have a tagline in their profiles to help people understand that all these characters are from the main universe, but some of them are also strained from a different one. Anyway, out of okay, yeah, I'll just say this. Okay, out of all the characters that have the most amount of depression, I think it's clear that it would be James. For reasons I'll get to in like maybe an hour. Anyway, okay, listen. Okay, anyway, so I'll skip F and I'll move on to G. Okay, a lot, if not all of these characters break the norm that is usually how a character is made or what is usually expected when making one. And every character, I literally cannot emphasize this enough. Every single character has a killer form. Pretty much. Is it? Okay. Okay, yeah. Again, I cannot express this enough. Every character has a killer form that is essentially their alternate form. The only case that okay, yeah. The only case that is not reversed is Michael, as he becomes more malicious than he originally was. Some characteristics for the killer form is either enhanced or reversed, or some of them may even have a completely different personality. And for nostalgic reasons, and for certain universes, each character has a. I just realized I forgot one other universe, but I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Each character has a tab that explains the class, gym leader status, and element that they are associated with. And if you're wondering, yes, the elements that each character is associated with is based off of the series Skylanders. I was obsessed with this series as a kid, and I didn't want to do this, but my nostalgic ass was like, if you're like, you need to do this. You 100% need to do this. So here it is. And it was anyway, for those who are probably too young, to be honest, or those who, like me, have not caught up on the series yet. The elements are now this. There's air, dark, earth, fire, life, light, magic, tech, undead, and water. We still have the same 8, but there's 2 new ones. Which I'm like, okay. Anyway. Yep, you're young. Yep, you're young. To be honest. Oh, honey, I wish. I just hope that they don't screw it up. But and it was okay. Anyway, so hang on. Okay, some characters will be in multiple elements, while some have no element attached to them. But for the simplicity and context of this category, I will list them as either non-elemental or do the same thing that Swap Force did, which was list 2 elements that are the most essential. And I'm only pick was it, and the reason why is because the reason why I'm only doing that is because, in all honesty, Swap Force is my favorite. Is my favorite game in the entire series, and elementals with different powers, I guess. Yes and no. It's hard to explain, but in a way, yes. And was it anyway? So for example, Heather is a non-elemental because she's perfectly human. Compared to her son, however, James, who is a multiple element, the most prominent elements he contains are tech and undead, so he is dual wielding both tech and undead. Anyway, okay, the class part is dependent on the universe, like Mortal Kombat. God damn it. Okay. But for the sake of context and simplicity, again, each character's class will show as if they were in the Mortal Kombat AU. Music. Okay. Right. And just in case, what was it? Okay, yeah, just in case, the classes are these: Martial Artist, Spec Ops, Outworld, Netherrealm, Elder God, and Nomad. Or Nomad. Nomad, whatever. Wait, hold up, what? But some are human kind of makes almost. Are you hold on? Are you saying that was it that the fact that was it that there are elements but some are human kind of was it just it kind of doesn't make any sense? If you if you're saying that then if you're saying that then this is the thing though. A majority of the ones are non-elementals, but there are some, even though they're human, they do possess like they possess something that to me kind of makes it kind of makes it to where like they could be an elemental if they wanted to. And just like the ones with the elements, some characters will have multiple classes, and some won't. Okay. Is it and anyway? Okay. There's also going to be a tab for the characters and their respective gym leader. Well, yeah, gym leader status, which, like I said, I did not mention this, but there might be a Pokemon Higio. I don't know. Let's have to see. And for reference, for those who aren't familiar with Pokemon, which what the fuck? Was it okay? Okay. The different types are basically this. There's bug, dark, dragon, electric, fairy, fighting, fire, flying. That is a fucking tongue twister. Jesus. Ghost, ground, ice, normal, poison, psychic, rock, steel, and water. And although most characters may be a normal gym leader, I will try to mix in like another element or something to was it like that was it for like just to give some diversity of each character for the type of Pokemon they're using. And also hi. And I can't express this enough. Please remember that please remember that the summaries do not include all of the information of the specific character. This is just the basis and the general information that I believe should be known about said character. Also, I will shortly explain how I list things in this document compared to the profiles of a character at the end. You get listen. Shut the hell up.
Nah.
Okay. Question: what's your favorite? What's your favorite Pokemon? It's Gengar. It's Gengar. I'm like I had the pronunciation in my head, and then like, wait, I'm fucking it up. What am I doing?
Mine is Greninja.
You literally suck dick again.
I mean, when do I not? Okay. Do you know Jeffy? I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry.
Jeffy from Super Mario Logan.
Yeah, I don't watch them, so.
Or
I don't do Pokemon. I'm sorry.
I used to.
The only Pokemon I ever watched was the very first original one, but in Spanish. I was cool.
I still have my Pokemon cards with me.
I never had a Pokemon card because I was poor.
That's
I
sad.
feel that.
Jay, don't ever say that's sad. You're gonna make me cry.
I don't mean it in that.
I know I'm poor. You don't need to rub it in.
Oh.
Mr. goes to Hot Topic every goddamn Saturday.
She is right, though.
Whatever.
What the?
What? I just saw one of the comments.
This is Dio Rider.
I'm gonna just remove that.
Okay, it was okay, and it was okay. Okay, sorry, I had to. Was it? I had like I had to, was it, I had to think about something, and it was it. It was it any was it anyway. Hold on. Okay, it was okay. It was okay. Okay. Anyway, so it was okay. So here's the thing. Instead of just waiting until the end, what I am gonna do is just explain the listing process before I get into the characters real quick. And anyway, so the way that I list the characters is based on the following. And this is how it is in this document. It is not the same in everyone's profiles. And it was a bit anyway. So the listing is this. It's okay, it starts out with their name, their sexuality, their romantics, their gender, their main nationality or nationalities. If it was it, okay, if they're multiple, but I'm only gonna put 2 in them. Anyway, there's that. There's their specific element, their class. Was it their their gym leader status, their age, their current height, their killer alias. If they have a disability, it will be included. If not, it's just gonna be skipped. And was it what universe they hail from, and then finally their summary. And also again, for the sake of just saving my breath, every character is from the main universe, even though okay, again, for the sake of simplicity, every character is from the same, yeah, they are from the same universe. However, like I said, the ones that are licensed or from a different AU, they will still I'll still say that. And and just as a heads up, the reason why that the licensed ones or the ones from different universes are tied in was it will also have the main universe in their in that tab is because they are linked to that universe as well. I will say that. And it was anyway, so finally I can get into this. If I can, again, this segment is long for no reason. other than the fact that like I really want to just give out a bunch of detail. And if my bed could shut up for a second. Okay. Okay, anyway, so now I can start. Okay, number one. And again, forgive me for all of my international viewers. Please forgive me. I'm not trying to mispronounce your the names to be
Your
racist.
name.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Mm.
But still, the point is there. I'm not trying to disrespect your culture, and I'm also trying to not disrespect how you pronounce these names. I'm not I'm not aware of how you pronounce them in your language, so please forgive me. Again, I do not mean to be racist. I am not a racist person. Alright. Anyway, so number one, Young Kang. Yeah, was it her sexuality is homosexual? She's aromantic. She's female. She's Korean. She's a non-elemental. She's spec ops. Her gym leader status is normal and bug. Hold on. Here's her. Okay. Her age, she's 40 years old, and she's 5'9.5". Her killer alias is the Blind Warrior. And now her summary. An aspiring artist that devotes her I hate my body so much. Okay. An aspiring
girl.
artist that an aspiring artist that devotes her life to abstract art. Ion has learned motherhood ever since she was around 7 years old and took care of her mentally challenged twin brother. While she cared for him, she met a fierce woman with an unfortunate past. Little did she know that her wife's past would soon engulf her own life. Okay, number 2. Alexander Deschamps Santiago. Homosexual, panromantic, he's male, he's French, and even though he's human...
French.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I said French.
He's French. I'm okay, anyway, and even though, yes, he is human, here's the thing. Okay, even though he's human, I thought about this, and then I realized there are some elements to him that that could potentially make him, was it like more like one, maybe like, or maybe two elements. Hold on, what? All right, Kayla, you too. That was it. Thanks for stopping by.
Jake the dog and Finn the human.
Stop.
Why the hell am I with you guys again?
Because you love me.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, so with that in mind, he is okay. The two elements he possesses are air and magic. He is he's spec ops. His gym leader status is fairy and normal. He's 26 years old. He's 6'1". His killer alias is the Laughing Stock, and he is deaf in his left ear, and he's blind because and he's blind because he has cataracts in both of his eyes. Summary. Alexander Deschamps is a hard-set musician that is determined to beat records and inspire LGBT musicians to break free of their shackles. Due to his past, he has a hard time trying to trust people except for his stepbrothers, stepfathers, in-laws, and husband. However, that doesn't stop him from trying to be successful in life, whether it be from performing or fighting infected humans. Alright. Alright. Okay, so number 3. Alpha Hala Jemima. And I even had to look this up because I was worried I was saying this wrong. She is asexual, but she was polysexual. And there's a reason why, but I'll get to it in a second. She's demi-romantic, she's female, she's Mesopotamian. And no, not of Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia? What are you trying to say?
Okay, she is not of Mesopotamian descent. She is specifically Mesopotamian. She is of the life element. She is. Her class is Outworld. Her gym leader status is grass and poison. And because of the fact that she is Mesopotamian, that also means she is 8,519 years old. Yes, you heard me. 8,519 years old. And I already said her height, but just in case no one heard, she is 6'8". She's 6'8" and 3/4 inches tall. Her killer alias is the Dreadful, and she suffers from the necrosis fungus, which is a disease that I don't want to get into right now. But I most likely will in the end. But just know that that disease is what caused her to become infertile, and in turn, she thought it would be best if she were to remain asexual because of it. Oh, summary. The last high priestess of her time, as she constructed the very fabric of humanity, it, of course, came with consequences. While she was able to understand humanity and its motives, she couldn't fully grasp her own worth. Despite all of that, she knows that she unleashed a horrible infection and is destined to fix the situation before it reaches a more potent state. And you're not gonna believe me when I say this, Marsh, but she has no wrinkles. And there's a reason why.
Oh.
Her people are the first people to ever construct the Fountain of Youth.
Proactive.
And she had to use this fountain in order to keep herself alive. And was
proactive.
And at the same time, when she used it for supposedly the last time, the water from the fountain removed the fungus out of her system and also cleared her up, which in turn made her look like she's in her 30s.
Which is
late 30s, by the way.
Anime logic.
Basically.
Yes.
That's what we put on our characters.
I put JoJo logic, which is none. I followed
Alright.
that to a T.
Okay. Number 4. Anastasia Ivanov Santiago. She's homosexual, panromantic, transgender male to female, Russian, non-elemental, martial artist. Her gym leader status is flying and psychic. She's 28 years old. She's 5'10". And summary. Oh wait, I skipped the killer alias. I'm a fucking dumbass.
Yes, you are.
Her alias is the isolated. Now the summary. The daughter of a psychopathic rapist and a victim. Originally born as a male, Marcus had no understanding of the world aside from the constant reminders of snitches get stitches. Over time, this worry grew less and less, and soon arose a new fire within the soul. Now married to Savannah, she embarks on a journey few wish they had the courage to do. What was it to do so? Which was fight infected humans again. I know I should have said this in the beginning, but to be honest, it's kind of a thing. A lot, like, okay, my stuff is not made for kids. I think that's obvious right now. But still though, everything I'm about to say was okay. Everything I'm about to say is it's a lot of sensitive information. I will say that. So if you're not okay with it, go ahead and leave, or at least mute until I say okay. However, if not, and again, if you're a child and you're watching this, I'm not sorry. And as a matter of fact, I'm not responsible. Anyway, so here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing about the Marsh. She actually doesn't remember that she was it that she okay, she actually doesn't remember that her father was a rapist. She doesn't remember that.
Amnesia.
It's not even amnesia, it's just she just has really bad memory.
Oh, never mind. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my lord. Okay. Now, number 5.
No, está escuchando música.
No, it's just bizarre how damn dark this gets. Oh yeah, again, I have a dark sense of humor, so
We all do.
pretty much. So yeah. It's just I come up with like one of the some of the weirdest things, and sometimes the darkest things. But do I care? No.
My soul.
Well, not okay. Not that I don't care. Just like you get the point. Then, okay, now for number 5, Brooklyn. I hate people from Greenland. How can you pronounce this? Like no shade towards y'all. I'm just like I'm having a hard time trying to fucking say this. Okay, Brooklyn Samuelson. Not she. He's asexual. Okay, she can damn. Music. Okay. So. Okay. So. He's asexual, alloromantic. He's a demi boy.
Yes.
He's Greenlandic. And considering his situation, he is of the life and tech elements. I hate you, Jay, so much. I forget half the time I'm paired with y'all. Okay. This is it. Okay, anyway, his class is Spec Ops. His gym leader status is Steel and Grass. He is 42 years old. He's 6'3". His killer alias is the Android, and this is the quote unquote first character. Okay. Let me say this again. He is quote unquote the first character on the list. That's from a different universe, but in reality, he isn't. But either way, he is both from the main universe and the Overwatch universe. Anyway, so summary. An android built to explore the new world filled with crooks and return that information to sectored Greenland. Although he was built to serve his parents and them only, time and money grew short. His parents sent him away to downtown Brooklyn, where he earned his name and reputation. To Greenland, he was known as an android built for excavation and to infiltrate. To the rest of the world, Brooklyn was a masterpiece and symbol for women of color. Also hi, Vincent.
Hello.
Alright, number 6. I hate my wife for those. Okay, number 6. Carlos Rojas Navarrete.
You got a tongue twister, didn't you?
For some reason, that isn't a tongue twister, but just trying to say MLG is. I really don't know why, but we're just gonna roll with it. Okay, so he's omnisexual, gray romantic, male, Chilean, a non-elemental, Spec Ops. His gym leader status is fire. Oh my god, Mars, shut the fuck up.
Well,
You did not just say that.
I mean,
No one can hide from my baguettes.
no one
my
can.
long and
I
sturdy
can't do it. I can't do
baguettes.
the accent. I can't do the accent. That's not okay. Kill me.
My long and sturdy baguettes.
Bucket. Shut up. I'm kidding.
Wait, what did you say?
Nothing.
Moving on.
I heard shut up, gay.
Moving on.
I didn't even say shit.
Moving on. He's 36 years old. He is 5'9". His killer alias is the Burnt. And what was it? And summary. And my dumbass was like, let's just work on this later because you also have other shit to work on, and I never finished it. But but I will continue on from where I left off, and it might be different from when I first said it to Shiki and Jade, but fuck it anyway.
What?
Okay. Summary. A Chilean cook who specializes in spicy foods and owns a 5-star restaurant over in Tampa, Florida. Carlos has always had a passion for cooking ever since he was 6 years old. That passion began to grow for 30 years, and so did his skills. And to be honest, I don't even feel like continuing off where I went. But but as of right now, it's short and simple. He's just a cook. Oh wait, yeah, that was the other thing. Yeah, that was the other thing. He went to the University of North Florida and took a whole bunch of culinary classes, and that is where he met and that is where he met a few other characters, and they all formed a clique. Anyway, all right, number 7. Okay, Casimiro Kozlowski. He was demisexual. He was panromantic. He is male, and yeah, the chef and cook are kind of the same thing. If only that was possible.
He might be the only person to impress Gordon Ramsay.
Where's the lamb sauce? It is right here. Oh my god,
You're
there's a
not
lamb
dying
sauce.
today.
I'm dying today.
You're dying today. Thank you, sir. What are you, sir?
You will be my
I'm
soup.
an idiot, Sam.
Where's the lamb sauce? In the void.
Probably better than. No.
Where is the lamb sauce?
Right here, sir.
Thrown in the black
Never
hole.
mind.
Okay. Okay? Anyway. Hey,
You're not
Casimiro.
dead to me.
Yeah.
Okay, Casimiro, gender
Oh.
male.
I mean, yes and no.
Okay, he was Polish and American. He is undead. His class is Nether Realm. He is a ghost gym leader. And
Ghost.
and this is kind of a spoiler thing, but you know what? I mean, we're about to get to it in a minute. At the time of his death, he was 21. But as of right now, he's 29. And he's 5'7". His killer alias is the Phantasm. You see, hold on, I got to do something real quick. I need to change the song. Which, by the way, is not playing on the computer because I'm not risking another copyright claim.
And that's what I did with my last stream. Get 6 copyrights.
Honey, try 12.
I got like 6 of them, and they were most. Here's the thing: they were covers, honey. They were covers.
Logic. Anyway, Phantasm. While he was still alive, he was deaf in his left ear and was blind in his right ear. It did get fixed when he was it did get fixed when he passed on to the spirit realm. But after that? Not after that, but before that, it was bad. All right. Summary. I love you, Sam Smith, but I think you're about to like interfere with the mic. Okay. Summary. While Casimiro lived a troublesome life, nothing made it better than being with Savannah. The both of them were inseparable during high school and even a little bit during college. But all good things must come to an end. Although it wasn't his time, he died in a car accident. Now he roams the land of the undead in search of peace and prosperity. Even if he can't do much in the real world, he's always watching over Savannah in the spirit realm. And what I mean by it was bad, I mean by he literally cannot see out of his eye. His right eye was permanently damaged. It was that blind.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Is it just me, or does this character, after coming back from the dead, looking a little spooked from coming back from the grave? Maybe.
Take that, god damn it.
Get this man. Okay. Fuck. I can't do Charles' voice. Get this man contact lenses.
Oh no.
Or you're just laughing at something.
It's probably something else.
Yeah, that was a terrible impression of Black Panther. I'm not doing it again. That was not okay.
Wakanda forever.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, Wakanda maybe.
Number 8.
Can you wakan what I can?
Now we got a speeding Lamborghini.
Number 8. Christopher Rampersad.
Christopher Columbus.
God damn it.
Okay. He's straight, unlike me. Polyromantic.
That makes sense.
I know. Obviously, he's a male. He's Jamaican.
Jamaican. Oh.
He's okay. It was okay because of several things that I can't really list right now, but it's a lot. He is of both the dark, and I find this ironic, the dark and light elements.
Yin and yang. Black and white. Oh no.
Again, ironic. Anyway, it was okay. Was it his classes, martial artist and nomad? His current gym leader status is dark. Trigger. He's 61 years old. He's 6'3". His killer alias is the Corrupted. And he suffers from epilepsy, PTSD, and he's also blind.
Juice WRLD.
My god.
Okay.
That was messed up.
Summary. Summary. An old veteran that was destined to become a soldier. During his training, he was subject to an experiment that quote-unquote enhances an individual's ability. I did the same fucking thing.
Captain America backstory in a nutshell.
That quote-unquote enhances an individual's abilities, intelligence, and
Captain
strength.
America.
Just your average super soldier program.
Winter Soldier.
However, this wasn't exactly your average super soldier program.
Winter Soldier program. Bucky!
Don't you dare bring him into this.
Bucky!
You will not bring him into this.
Wow, what's wrong with Bucky?
Can buck.
We do not look alike.
Y'all, y'all, please smash the like button, because the amount of likes that this stream gets is the amount of times I'm punching Shiki in the face.
Nah, that's where I'm gonna be.
Bucky can buck.
Me and Bucky do not look alike.
Shiki,
We do not look
you
alike.
need to cease. Stop.
I guess you can say he hit the bucket.
This is where. Never mind.
Apparently.
This is why he got snapped.
You stop that right now.
Because
That's
you
why-
did say he got
that's why you got affected by
programmed.
Moving on.
That's
So
why you got. That's why he was the first one to get affected.
moving
Boom.
on.
Because you can say
Over time,
Programmed.
the serum debilitated his mental capacity and soon destroyed his own life and others. It was only a matter of time before he broke, both through his mental barrier and through the struggles of his PTSD.
Oh damn.
I'm getting 8 punches. Yay.
And then now for one of Shiki's favorite characters,
Which one?
the twin brother.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like my Asians.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Honey.
Honey, you're a living, breathing example.
Oh.
That always breaks his neck. Okay.
You broke your foot.
Yeah, that's true. I broke my
You
foot during.
broke your foot. Just be glad you didn't break anything below your torso.
Shut up.
And okay, was okay.
One time I almost broke my shin.
Okay.
But you didn't break anything below.
Okay, I don't even know why your message was held for review. Oh wait, never mind. I know why it was held for review. Okay, to answer your question, Marsh, he just went more insane, like more insane. Okay.
It's okay, Pink Bug. You can do that. Ow! I hit myself.
How? As I do the same thing.
Oh.
That's
Okay. Anyway, so
sometimes I hit my freaking shoulder on the door frame. That
I hit
hurts.
my face. I hit the side of my cheek.
Moving on.
I'm in pain.
get yourself some Tylenol then.
I don't have Tylenol.
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 I don't know how to speak.
Steal some Tylenol.
We don't have that.
I said steal some.
But I'm too lazy to get up.
Oh my god, do I have to roll you all the way there?
You can roll me in some other way.
God damn it.
Moving on. Okay, number 9. Daeyoung Kang. He's bisexual, aromantic, male, Korean, non-elemental, spec ops and martial artist. His gym leader status is fighting. He's also he's also he's also what the actual shit is this movie poster?
You.
Truth. But oof. Is it okay. He's also 40 years old. He's also 5'9.5". Why is that so hard for me to say?
I almost thought you were going to say the Grand Pacer test.
The fitness
It's the
grand
way you-
pacer test.
I thought, because the way you were saying it,
The
it
Grand-
really sounded like the man.
The fitness grand pacer.
The FIFA grand pacer test.
The 5. Wow. As a 5-footer, I am offended.
Hey, shut up. You're still taller than me.
You still reach my neck. Wait a minute. Stop. Shut up.
Oh, sweet lord.
The choker stays off. Damn it!
Okay, okay. At least I know one of your kinks. Anyway.
Yeah.
That is not one of my kicks. We don't.
Are you sure about that?
Don't remind me of the past.
It
Sure about that.
reminds you of the
What?
past.
I don't know.
Hmm.
You know, certain someone who just. I'm not gonna say the name, but. Someone.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving
I'm
on.
not talking about like way the fuck back.
Mm.
anyway. Okay, so anyway, Killer Alias the Veteran. Now here's the thing. This man suffers from Asperger's syndrome and Tourette syndrome. Summary. A police officer that joined the SKPD or the South Korean Police Department after leaving high school. While he was mentally challenged and stuck with his sister throughout his life, he managed to fester through most objects and help defend his country. Unlike his sister, though, he still has trouble getting comfortable with other people. But that okay. So he still has trouble getting comfortable with other people. But that all changed when he went to his niece's wedding.
And now Donald is confirming she can be Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Why?
I just saw that. I had the same height as Kevin Hart. Yes, I do.
Still one.
Wait, how
One
tall is he? Wait, I think he's even taller than me.
Look it up.
5'3".